Once you grasp this truth that I'm about to tell you, it'll set you free from religion. It'll set you free from parents and moms and family and governments and police. Everybody, it'll set you free. And it's simply this. You are divine. God has exploded in a Crab Nebulae explosion, and he has come and manifested himself as billions of people. And you're one of you, and so am I. When I look at you, I see God. When you look at me, you see God. That's why God's name is I am. I am God. It doesn't mean that me, God. It means I am. When you say I am God, you have to say, what is God's name? I am. What? I am God. Oh my God, then all the people, Christians run around, oh, I told you they think they're God. I don't think any of the other side. No, Jesus Christ said, the scripture says you are God, and the scripture cannot be broken. So he said it.
Yeah, like I'm not third album.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Ascendant Astrology, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'm going to be continuing my Saturn through the Sign series with Saturn and Pisces. So what is Saturn? Saturn is a very heavy energy. It's limitations, restrictions, responsibility, and hard work. Saturn shows us what type of challenges we're most likely to face throughout our entire lifetime. It also gives information on how to deal with obstacles. Saturn rules limitations, organization, structure. It is your reality. It's very practical. It rules fear, anxiety, loneliness, discomfort, boundaries, discipline, and can be a workaholic. Pisces rules the 12th house. We've made it to the last sign. I'll be doing the sun next. I'm actually really kind of excited to be talking about this, but yeah. So please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for Sun Through the Sign series. Leave a comment. Let me know if you agree, disagree. You know. Pisces rules imagination, spirituality, isolation, the subconscious mind, sleep, dreams, your actual dreams. So both your dream states, the dreams that you have while you're asleep, and your dreams out in the world. It's very creative energy. It also rules things that happen behind the scenes. It rules addictions, loss, lack of clarity, prison, hospitals, ashrams, monasteries, retreats. Yeah. Bed pleasures are the things that you do to prepare for bedtime. And so Saturn's not happy here, right? And so these people, it's not a joyful position for these people here. They usually feel alienated, especially in their younger years, but it can happen often throughout their life, mostly because they probably spend their life in a hospital or some kind of sickness like cancer patients and people who are forever being like worked on or something, in and out of the hospital, in and out of prison. Maybe they grew up in monasteries or rehabilitation centers, even religious cults, believe it or not. This can bring challenges that lead maybe to a parent ended up being sick, or that you have to take care of a parent. And these energies usually tend to be very, very heavy and burdensome. These people also struggle with past life karma. So like things like past life regression and hypnosis can be very healing to these people. There can be fear of loss and abandonment. Um, I often feel these people live in very somber and dark environments too, where it's very dry and a lack of creativity and imagination, and they just get up and go to work and come home and live in depression, sadness, or isolation. Um, yeah. Um, and they may have a pet. Um, Probably no kids. Um, yeah, they probably spend most of their life taking care of somebody. Even if it's not a parent, it could be a, a, a grandparent, or it's kind of a generational curse, so to speak, where they might have to take care of their parent. They might have had to take care of a grandparent after the parent, or vice versa. Um, yeah. Um, so these people have to learn how to be on their own. These people have disciplined spiritual practices. These people are responsible for keeping secrets for others, even their own secrets that tend to be very heavy and burdensome. They have creative blocks. Um, and maybe even in their earlier years, they had a hard time connecting spiritually, um, and didn't really understand the concept, or even feel very disconnected to spirituality in any kind of way. But later in life, they begin to see and learn more and open up more to the idea of it, and expand and grow in that way. I feel like I can say so much more about this. I often think that these people have a lot of bed pleasures, and a lot of dark, like victimized situations behind the scenes or in relationships. They tend to attract people who are on drugs, or that they have to heal and nurse or take care of in some way, shape, or form, or they feel pity, or uh, they want to help these people to the point of their own detriment. But if they grew up taking care of a parent, they might feel like that's the only way they know how to connect, you know? Um, yeah. I feel like these people can be low-key psychotic. I always often think of the set of movies about people who are killers, you know, and you know how they tend to show the story life of how how these people grow up in their life, like the Dharma movie. Is it Dharma? Am I saying his name right? Even Ed Gein, although his situation, I mean, nonetheless, a Pisces will overlook all the fucking warning signs. Like, um, that enabling mother that gives just unconditional love, despite the fact that her spidey senses is telling her son got bodies in the basement. That idea, and how it's always this dark, somber, um, you know, environment that they grow up in. Like, there's a lack of joy and happiness and upbeatness and liveliness in the home. And people wonder why these people go to very dark places, or have these kind of really toxic situations in their life, that possibly are triggers to them becoming fucking psycho, if you ask me. But um this almost kind of gives me the energy of, like, the victimizer becoming the victim. Am I saying that right? Or the victim becoming the victimizer type of energy, where they grew up with some kind of, you know, lack in some way, shape, or form, to the point where they end up being that person. It's inevitable. Even if they didn't want it, it's kind of hard when you end up doing something repetitively over and over again in your life, without any other of that, again, light, optimism, support, help, love, um, these people get very blank slates, and that's where I'm getting like the psycho aspect. It's like they are dead inside, if you're fed darkness your whole life, why would you want to bring lightness? How would you know how to do that, And so these people typically can go through situations like such that it just becomes normalized. But 28 to 30, something happens. Maybe what is the next one? 46 to something, and I think 80 is the next. I don't really know how it goes, but or is it 56 to 60? Um, and then 80. Um, something happens in their life that is so catastrophic that you are forced into the light, forced to learn something new and different, forced to change your ideologies and beliefs around the darkness that you spent most of your life in. And that's when they begin to see and start to learn and change and things of that nature. Some people never do. This is a really, really tough placement. I don't know why I'm getting like nursing homes and that uh, depressing, sad environments. They can even bring that into their homes and live that way. Um, but again, later on in life, they do end up learning spiritual practices and putting those things into place very faithfully. They might be somebody who either does past life regression, Reiki, or um, um, what was the other thing I said? I can't even remember now. But any kind of Piscean theme, to be honest with you. But they tend to be in healing fields to help others heal through trauma and things that they've experienced. So this is my interpretation of Saturn and Pisces. As usual, family, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.